Hi friends, it's Julia. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. Today I'm sharing a layout that I created with my January 2019 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. It was also my December 2019 Christmas Stash kit. Now this kit I put together back in December to follow along with Christy's Beautiful Life doing her 30 days of sketches from November 2019. And well, life happened and I didn't get it used all up in December. I think I made maybe 13 or 14 layouts in December, and the rest I've made in January. And so I finished this kit off, and this is actually layout number 24 or sketch number 24. So if you head over to Christy's Beautiful Life YouTube channel and go to her playlist called 30 Days of Sketches, and if you look for November 2019, you will find sketch number 24 listed there. Now this is her fourth round, I believe, of doing this series. And so there's tons of sketches there if you're interested at all. I love sketches. I tend to always start with a sketch. Now, how closely I follow it, that's a whole other story. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun creating this layout, and I think a lot of it is because I got that calendar paper used. That has been in my stash. It is an old piece of Paper Studio, I think, and it's been in my stash for probably 10 years. I had bought a ton of them. I was going to make my own calendars. I was going to punch them and make them, put them together with jump rings. And I was going to make this fancy deal. Yeah, it didn't work out. I didn't do it. But, that's how it goes sometimes. You have grandiose ideas, and just for whatever reason, it doesn't work out. I have made calendars in the past, and I tend to buy the spiral bound calendars that are already put together, and I just have to add the layouts in. And so here, I use that paper as a background element. I have a file sitting below my desk, and I think if you guys are following along, you've heard me say it. I have this file that's been full of neutral papers, and it's been full for probably 4 or 5 years, and I haven't used it. I've used it when I've taken it to crops, but otherwise I really haven't used it much, especially not when I'm scrapbooking at home. So my goal this year is to get, before I go on any major crops or anything, I want to get a big portion of that used up so that I can put new neutral papers in it, because my color bins or my color files where I have my colored cardstock and colored papers, my more neutral colors are kind of overflowing. I don't tend to pull from that drawer as often as I would like to. So that's one of my goals in using tons of paper this year, right? So yeah, that's what I'm doing, or that's why I've pulled this piece of paper in. I did use a few scraps of paper to create my background, and those are both from my kit. And here I've got this old border sticker, and I don't even remember who it was from, but it's one that even though it had some adhesive, it felt like it might be trying to dry out. And so I just added a little extra adhesive on there and putting it right down to almost be a shelf for my photos. The photos are of my son Jason and my granddaughter Zoe and my grandson Cameron. They're from a long time ago. They're from 2013, and these kids have grown so much since then. It's incredible, to watch these older photos of your grandkids and then know what they look like today and how much they've grown. It's just incredible. I am nowhere near caught up on my scrapbooking. I am years behind, especially with Christmas layouts. I've done 1 or 2 here or there, but I really haven't focused a lot on doing Christmas in the last several years. And so I thought this 30 days of sketches, or 31 days for December, would help me get kick-started and get some of my product used and some of my layouts done. That way it helps me complete the photo albums that I have as well. I can get those cleaned up and ready to be sorted into my living room photo storage there, where I keep my regular albums with just photos. So when the kids are over, they can pull those out and look at them, the photos that are left in those albums, because I don't scrapbook every single photo. I do give a lot to my kids anyway and other family members, but I don't use every single photo to scrapbook. I know, bad me, right? Why do I print them out? And part of it is for the record of having them so that the kids can look through them. When I'm dead and gone, if they want to throw them all out, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to have any say so what they do with things when I'm gone. I do scrapbooking for my enjoyment and to pass the stories down to the kids. I don't do lots of journaling on every single layout. I do some pretty simple journaling, just maybe tell about the situation. But I always try to include at least one layout during that time frame that I'm scrapbooking, whether it be a Christmas or a birthday. I try to include at least one or two, especially if there's a lot of layouts that are going on, one or two layouts that will have more journaling than others. And so far, I've done a couple of layouts that have had some hidden journaling that have allowed me to write a little bit more. I don't always like it necessarily on the front of a layout, so those kind of layouts work fairly well for me. Anyway, so you see I've pulled in some chipboard bits that I have had in my kit. Those are from, the name of the collection just went out of my brain. Sorry about that. Merry Days, maybe. It was a chipboard sheet. I want to say it's, I'm not going to lie to you. I just hauled it in December or November of this last year of 2019. It's a recent addition to my stash. And so you see, I pulled that sticker out, put a little bit of adhesive behind it with the date on it, 25, and I'm just adding that there with that chipboard Christmas tree as well. And then the little piece, the turquoise piece underneath, it says Merry Christmas. And so the label that's over to the side is from the Market Street collection from My Mind's Eye, and that says it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And the chipboard pieces are from that Merry Days collection as well. The houses there. And then the house at the top is, I want to say, either Echo Park or crepe paper. And there are the Felicity Jane puffy stickers. Where else are you going to use a deer? You know, or almost it looks almost like a moose. So, yeah, here I'm just adding this wreath at the top, close to my title, or like wrapping around my title, just to give it some extra interest up there. And I cut a portion of it off because I do have that title popped up on foam adhesive. It kind of gives the tail ends there some place to rest under, so that it doesn't look like they're cut off. Those are stickers that I've had in my stash. They're American Crafts, but I don't remember any collections that are on there. The Christmas trees, that sticker sheet I've had in my collection forever. And here I'm using the gold, I think they're from Sticko alphabets that I put into my stash kit. And those are ones that the adhesive, really, they're chipboard, of course, and the adhesive sucks majorly on them. So they have been popping off every which way. So, but isn't that how it goes? I decide where I'm going to put it on my layout, and then I'm going to add some adhesive to it. And you see, I'm just using my ruler there to put my title down on, and then I will use a separate ruler to help me place that alphabet, to hold down the alphabet when I pull the one that it's stuck to out. This is how I've done my layouts forever, my titles forever. And I just looking at these rulers in the video as I'm narrating this, they look so awful. They're all gummy and goopy on the edges. And yeah. So I have since cleaned them up and they look spectacular. They don't look brand new because they're not. They're probably 15 years or older. Yeah. But having them there is, having them cleaned up, it feels like having brand new rulers. And sorry you're getting a lot of hair shots. These were this video was made on a weekend, and on some weekends I don't leave my house, and I pile my hair on top of my head before I go to bed, and some days I wake up and go straight into my scrapbook room and start playing, and that's what happened this day. It was like an all-day scrap fest, like on a Saturday. I never put my clothes on. I stayed in my PJs all day. I never combed my hair. And that's the beauty of being able to scrapbook at home. I love, love, love being able to do that and just having an amazing day, and not having to worry about it. So how do you guys scrapbook? Do you get dressed, put your makeup on, and go someplace? Or do you get up, get dressed, put your makeup on, and sit in your scrapbook room and scrapbook that way? Or do you have a PJ day on occasion and just, enjoy your day without having to worry about putting clothes on? I tend to do that when my husband has to work and I know I'm not going to have to go anyplace, because when he's off work, inevitably, I always have to go someplace or do something on the weekend. But when he's working, yeah, I get to stay in my PJs all day. It's a wonderful thing. I love being an adult for those days. I wish I had more of them. Anywho, guys, thanks for stopping by my video, and I would love it if you would flip me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this layout. I will see you guys on the next layout. Everybody, bye-bye.